Also tonight, another massive breaking news story. Explosive developments in the mysterious murder of former DNC staffer Seth Rich that could completely shatter the narrative that, in fact, WikiLeaks was working with the Russians, or there was collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians. Now, if true, this could become one of the biggest scandals in American history and could mean that Rich could have been murdered under very suspicious circumstances. Now, according to former homicide detective Rod Wheeler, who has been hired by the Rich family to investigate the killing, newly discovered evidence shows that the 27-year-old former DNC employee was in fact communicating with WikiLeaks before he was gunned down in Washington, D.C. That was back in July of 2016, July 10th, while he was walking home. Seth Rich, shot in the back, left for dead. Police have been saying and characterizing this as an attempted robbery gone wrong. Here's a problem, and that's an odd explanation because, well, the assailant didn't take anything from Rich. They didn't take his phone, his wallet, his watch, his necklace. They were still on his person at the scene of the crime. And now, while there are several key questions about why Rich was killed, well, here's what we do know. 12 days, exactly 12 days after Rich died and was killed, WikiLeaks published the leaked emails from the DNC. And after Rich's death, WikiLeaks offered a $20,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of the person or the people responsible for the murder. And then back in August, during an interview on Dutch TV, Assange implied that, in fact, Seth Rich was his source. Take a look at this.
Whistleblowers go to significant efforts to get us material and often very significant risks. As a 27-year-old works for the DNC, who was shot in the back, murdered just 2 weeks ago for unknown reasons as he was walking down the street in Washington. So
that was just a robbery, I believe, wasn't it?
No, there's no finding. So
what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that our sources take risks, and they become concerned to see things occurring like that.
But was he one of your sources then? I mean,
we don't comment on who our sources are.
But why make the suggestion about a young guy being shot in the streets of Washington?
Because we have to understand how high the stakes are in the United States.
That's pretty profound. Now, this new information is also consistent with what Julian Assange told me back in January when I asked him specifically, did Russia give him any of these emails? Now, keep in context here, in all the years WikiLeaks, 11 years, they've never been proven wrong. Watch this. Did Russia give you this information or anybody associated with Russia?
Our source is not a state party. So the answer for our interactions is no.
Now, during that same interview, I also asked Julian Assange about a report saying that a disgruntled Democrat, and not the Russians, gave John Podesta's emails to WikiLeaks. Take a look at this. There was one report in the Daily Mail that suggested somebody that you are friendly with actually was handed the documents at American University in a wooded area by a disgruntled Democrat who felt betrayed because the revelation showed that Bernie Sanders had been betrayed, and they didn't like the corruption of the Clinton Foundation. Can you confirm or deny that? Is that story true?
Well, that statement came from Craig Murray. He
friend of yours?
Friend of mine. He's been here several times. But WikiLeaks is a source protection organization. We are famous for never having exposed one of our sources over 10 years. That's why sources trust us and they come to us. So I can't comment on other people's statements about our sources, except to say what we have said, which is that our sources are not a state party.
And the mystery deepens. Now, let me connect the dots from here. Now, from my perspective, this could be a very huge bombshell story. If this is true, and Seth Rich gave WikiLeaks these DNC emails, which ultimately led to the firing, remember Debbie Wasserman Schultz on the eve of the DNC convention? This blows the whole Russia collusion narrative completely out of the water. Now, maybe Seth Rich was upset that the DNC was conspiring to hurt Bernie Sanders and help Hillary Clinton win the nomination. Now, we learned from those released emails, remember this, that was the case. And then finally tonight, 5 powerful forces